Hi, Civil Work class, going into week 10. Just a couple updates. I hope everybody received paper 2 grades and up to date with discussion boards. So I should be pretty much up to date for the rest of the semester. You should be getting your discussion boards graded this week, and I should be looking over paper 3 with grades by the end of the week. Remember, in 2 weeks, your film review is due, so make sure that if you have not gotten out and either downloaded or bought one of the films, that you make sure to check the list on the syllabus so that you know exactly which film you're going to be looking at. And then next week, in one of the lectures, I'm going to be talking about more in detail, if anybody's still curious about the different elements of how filmmakers make films. In addition to that, this is a short week. There's only 2 chapters. There's still 4 questions. So just a quick introduction, and then I'll let you get to the work. So this week is week 10. We are at a point in the Civil War where we have, just as the Union won, the battles of Vicksburg and Gettysburg in the same week. So you got to imagine this as being like the 2 battles of the entire war. It's the first time where Americans truly think that we can win this war. We've really seized control in the Virginia Peninsula, and we think that Lee is on his last leg. And then we have seized control in the west on the Mississippi River. So there's really no attempts anymore to fight on the Mississippi because we control it. The Union controls it. So in the end, the next 2 chapters are going to focus on the last thing that's stopping the Union from really achieving victory and focusing fully on the North. And it's the sort of Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia border. And the chief city in that area is Chattanooga. And Chattanooga is still held by the rebels, but to seize this city would mean a supply depot that would be able to supply the soldiers in the South, really allowing the soldiers who are in the conquered territories not have to worry about really getting new supply chains now that they are defending this conquered territory. And then soon after Chattanooga, we can focus on the North in Virginia and really stop Lee's army. So what you're going to be reading about are 2 major battles. One is the Battle of Chickamauga, major defeat for the Union, and you're going to be reading about the defense of the city of Chattanooga once we push the rebels out of Chattanooga. So that's in terms of battles for this week. The chapters are also talking about the potential for reconstruction. So now that we do have these conquered territories, what are we going to do with them? And you're going to see the varied plans coming out from Abraham Lincoln and from Congress in order how to either punish or reform the South. And then at the same time, which people tend to forget, Abraham Lincoln has another election coming up, the election of 1864. So you're going to get a chance to see how there's some people that are not that thrilled with Lincoln, and they're going to do something or everything in their power in order to try to get a different candidate and to speak ill of Lincoln. So we're going to be looking at all these topics this week. I will, again, get your papers back to you by the end of the week, paper 3. If you have not submitted to me paper 3 yet, please do so as soon as possible because points are being taken off every day. And beyond that, I think that the majority of people who are actively participating in discussions, as I fully read all of them now, are doing an excellent job. I see some great feedback. The follow-up comments are almost better than the initial posts, because the initial posts really start the idea, but then I'm seeing a lot of people build on what somebody else is saying rather than just repeat what somebody else said. So if you have any questions about why you're not getting certain scores on your discussion boards, there is the rubric. Check the rubric first, but then if you still don't understand, please let me know and I can explain to you in more detail. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or call me. Until then, you'll see your video next week for week 11.